Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, July 6th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I listen to my feels to know where to address my heels. Alright, so I want to ask if anybody else, especially if you had strong Gemini, had trouble sleeping July 4th to July 5th. So many people I know just did not sleep, but especially Gemini strong peeps. I could not sleep no matter how tired I was, and even if I took melatonin, which is rare for me. So, anyway, just questioning if anybody else struggled with that. For today, Wednesday, we have the moon in Libra, and finding our balance in this energy is definitely a theme. And what it feels like is, in order to find our balance, knowing what shifts you need to make. Mahalo agrees. I've been having a song by the Gorillas stuck in my head, and I actually don't know the song, but we'll see if it comes through word-wise. I'm just hearing like the melody, but it's been playing over and over. So what it feels like, the image I keep getting is like either doing dance and, doing one-legged poses or doing yoga, tree pose, and needing to slightly adjust yourself to actually find the balance. Like, maybe you think you're balancing, but you're slightly tipping, and it's needing a little movement, needing a little adjustment is what today feels like. In fact, we have a connection today between Venus and Chiron, which is setting us up for the Sun-Chiron square in just a few days. And this Venus-Chiron connection with Venus in Gemini, among other things that Gemini can represent change. Any of the mutable signs can represent change, but specifically feeling that Gemini change with Venus and Gemini, what changes do you need to make to honor your values? What changes do you need to make for self-care? Kind of an energy. And so as this is connecting to Chiron, Venus and Chiron in a sextile, it's recognizing, hey, there's some adjustments, there's some shift that's being called for in this energy. It's really interesting because I also have these two cards, which I'm again feeling this Libra energy so strong. If you're feeling super stressed, what are you needing to put down as part of these shifts? Where are you taking on something that's too much, something you can't control? Where are you needing a little bit more levity, a little bit more joy, a little bit more creativity, a little bit more playfulness, a little bit less responsibility even? Well, responsibility, not responsibility. Responsibility does not have the pressure that responsibility has. If you have been listening to me for a long time, you know what I'm saying there. Recognizing that within this energy. So as Venus and Chiron connect today, and the sun and the moon are in a square, it's making these slight adjustments, recognizing where you're out of balance, where that change needs to come in as a portion or as an act of self-care, where this change needs to come in to help you align with your values. And again, with the Chiron piece, this can ultimately be very healing. Now, I think the one thing in this is that I keep seeing these as very slight shifts, like it doesn't feel like you're falling over in your dance position or you're not falling over in the yoga pose. It's just a slight adjustment. Maybe it's even adjusting your feet so that you're standing solidly on your whole foot instead of like your pinky toe, right? Recognizing where that shift is needed feels like part of the day. And your feelings, Sun and Cancer, attuning us to our feelings, this can help direct you to that place. But that feeling of change, again, however slight it may be, is what I'm feeling for today so strongly. It's also interesting because the moon in Libra is also opposing Jupiter to start the day. And Jupiter in Aries, now retrograde, is also expanding our focus of self. Libra energy can bring so much focus to others, but that Jupiter in Aries is reminding you how powerful you are in expanding your awareness of self in regards to any relating, right? And so I'm getting that in all of this as well. Keep bringing it back to yourself. Keep bringing it back. Where are you feeling this? And where are you being called within yourself, within your physicality, within your spirit, within your soul to make these shifts? The only other aspect of the day is the moon actually connecting to Venus later as well. And I think that if you are able to recognize where these shifts are needed, that's going to feel really good in the evening. Like, oh yeah, I made that right. It's like when you lock it into that position and suddenly you're like, oh yeah, I'm solid in this. That's what that energy is going to feel like. If you're still feeling that, I don't know, stress card, then you may not have necessarily recognized where that shift within yourself needs to take that place. Now, that sun-moon square is going to be happening at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So again, the day may be building to that place where you're like, I'm stressed, I'm feeling that feel. It doesn't feel good. I don't like it. You may not get it, first thing in the morning, but just keep that in your back of your mind as you're moving forward. This is probably building to a larger thing, which will be in play as the Sun and Chiron build into their square, which will happen on Friday. So keep that in mind as well. But right now, these adjustments will help. Card-wise, I also have the dream card for today. And so there's definitely a sense of something that you're wanting to move towards, whether it is feeling romantic or something desired, right? Mars and Taurus, we're having desire for things that we value in our life. And again, there's two ways you can look at it. You can go the stressful way of going towards, the dream, or you can take the playful route. So that's really up to you which path you're going to choose. But again, Libra gives us a choice, and maybe we need to find a little balance, a little responsibility, a little playfulness in and through that energy. I also have the Queen of Wands, the sharing card. Lots of potential, it feels like, for leveling up in and through this as we show up for our own personal needs. And as you are showing up for your own personal needs, the song's popping into my head again. As you are showing up for them, you will find your cup filling and you being able to give more from that place, offer more, whether it's creativity, whether it's time, whether it's energy, more from that place. You will find more possibilities, the no-thingness energy coming through. So again, keep tuning in. Am I feeling more solid? Am I feeling more like I have something to offer? Or am I feeling more depleted? And if you're feeling that depleted feeling, where do you need to make that shift? Where do you need to make that adjustment? That song, I don't even know the lyrics. I remember, funny enough, maybe this is why, doing sit-ups to this, crunches, in a dance class when I was in San Diego. This was always her warm-up song. The Gorillas, I'm not exactly sure of the lyrics, but I'm sure somebody will be able to pick it up. You've got to pass it on you. Hold it down now. Oh, I wish I had looked it up before this, but if anybody recognizes what I'm talking about, the Gorillaz song with that, please let me know, because this is going to probably make me crazy. So that's it for today. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.